What's up, BoobTube? Josh here today. Welcome to my humble lair that I work on everything at. Today I figured I'd go over my thought process and, as you can hear, how I come up with designs and ideas on my my 3D printing. So make sure this actually kicks off and prints the first layer because it's the most important layer. Alright, so as you can see, actually here, let me fix my lights right here so we can see this better. There we go. Printing the first major layer of this prototype vent that I'm designing, and there we go. So this is the parts that I've actually been hinting at, and I figured I'd walk through the process on how I come up with this. So let's head down to the garage and I'll show you how I got to the point where I'm printing something like this. Alright, so as you can see, I don't have the defrost vents in anymore, and so that's what I'm attempting to print. Obviously, really all you need is a ruler and a micrometer to get started, and these are just very, very basic etched out dimensions of how I thought everything was. So I measured my end to end on here and got close, but it ended up being about, I don't know, like 25 or so millimeters too long, and figured out the width and the lip on everything, and so I'll climb in and show you the different versions of the prints besides the one that I'm printing currently. So this is the first print. As you can see, it is quite long. Actually, this might be the second print. Which one's the longest? Nope, yep, that's definitely the first print. So this is the first print because it's the longest, and you can see it kind of fits into the hole, and it's definitely way too long. You can see it's way past the end there. So then I remeasured, cut a bunch of stuff off, and this is why they teach you to measure twice, cut once. Somewhere I miscalculated how much to take off, and I ended up with something that was skinny and absolutely useless. So it was a complete waste of time for my third version, or my second version. And then my third version fits in to the slot perfect. I can get it to slide in there so you can see it slides in perfect. And it's got a nice lip, but once again, it is too long. So I took it off. I took off a little bit more, and you can base it on what you can see. And I took that amount off again, and now we're printing the third and final version, or the fourth and final version, I should say. Hopefully, but we shall see. So let's go back upstairs and take a look at what I use on the computer side of things. Alright, BoobTube. So, doing some screen grab here so you can see exactly what I do. But I use this program called Autodesk Fusion 360. I was using SolidWorks, but let's just say it wasn't done correctly. So I started using this on the recommendation of a buddy, and it's actually pretty intuitive, but at the same time it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to deal with. Let's see here. I don't know why that's not. Oh, it's because it's over here, maybe. There it is.
There we go. Okay. So as you can see, I'm on version 7 according to this. Anytime you make a change and you save, it updates the version so you can go back. The only downfall to this program is everything is cloud-based. So everything that you save is uploaded on the cloud. So if you get to where you're having huge, ginormous files, it takes forever to open and it takes forever to save and everything else. But yeah. So it's pretty easy how I set this up to draw. Obviously, you just show you the sketch. So there's the sketch, and I can, let me see here. Let's fade the whole body back. There you go. So there's the sketch that I started with, and you can see how I've got the offset lines and everything else. I'm trying to remember how. So Fusion 360, pretty easy to use. Then I use repeater, however you say it, host for my actual printing. So you can see what's on the screen is what's actually printing on the printer currently, and you can see the path. If you zoom in, you can see the path of where it's printing. So that's actually the commands that it's sending as it's printing along the path. So, and it shows you like the print preview and everything, and you can adjust all sorts of different kinds of things on how fast you want everything printed and so on and so forth. It gives you an estimated time of extrusion, I think is what it is, and this number is always not as long as what it actually ends up being. But I'm gonna cut this portion out here, and when we come back, we'll be hopefully test fitting the final version of the vent and see if it works in the car. Alrighty, be back soon. Alright, so we're back with version 4. Let's see if it actually fits. And then I'll make some notes on if it don't. And go and attempt another one. So, oh, that looks promising. Oh, it's a little short, but does it snap in? Yeah. No, it don't look like it's gonna snap in. That's unfortunate because I designed it to have a little bit of a snap so that it snaps in, and it's a little short. So you can see there, that's pretty close with what it should look like. Oh, it's so close. It wants to fit so bad. Well, that's unfortunate. But that's an easy fix. So I'll just have to offset this bottom layer here and make it a tad bit longer, and it should be a done deal because it's wide enough and it follows the path. It needs to be probably about 5 mil longer, and that'll be good. So, but yeah, this is the process of, trying to prototype stuff. And if you were trying to, machine something, it would be a whole lot harder. Because, this is cheap. This cost me probably 25 or 30 cents to make, not including, like, if you include my my hourly rate would be to actually engineer and design it. But it's cheap material, like, whereas something like this made out of aluminum or something that was machined on a CNC machine would be, $100 or more, depending on
the type of material and everything else. But anyways, guys, that's just a little inside look on, you know, how I design some stuff, and it's more about trial and error than trying to get it correctly measured the first time. But that's just with everything. So be sure to, you know, do all the YouTube BS, and until next time, guys, happy breathing.